Hi guys, I'm Templars Crusade 01. You're watching Beast of War. I'm going to be at the Grumpy Old War Games convention. Are you?
Hi guys, welcome to the show. Justin, what have we got coming up in this episode?
First up, we're going for a little Malifaux. We've got Izamu the Armour and the Guild Riflemen. Keep an eye out, guys. These might go out in a comp later.
Ooh, they're very exciting.
They're very exciting, very cool. These are the new plastics from Malifaux. Next up, we've got Warmachine. That's the Gorgon, Griffin and Chimera for the Retribution. That's all the new plastic light jacks that they've came out with.
They are very cool
They're
looking too.
very nice, very cool, really nicely detailed. Then we've got some Infinity with the Bayo troops and Penthesilea for a laugh. I cannot wait. This is the one that we had the little exclusive for that Carlos sent through.
Yep.
Such a pretty mini.
Watch out for her. She caused a stir when she came out.
Yeah, right. Anyway, guys, let's see what's in the box. So, Kat, we're here for a little Malifaux. We've got two new ones. Who do you have there?
Guild Riflemen.
Right, and I have Izamu the Armour.
So glad you said that.
Yeah, why? Would you mispronounce it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well, as you can see, guys, we're trying the new format for what's in the box. Right, Kat, do you want to open up the Guild Rifleman?
Yep.
Alright, now, these are from the new Malifaux plastics. So, let's put that away out of the road. Really well packed.
Yes, quite.
Oh, actually, hang on. Do you get 3 in the pack?
You do. You
Uh-huh.
actually do. It's probably because it is rare free.
Yeah, so he's, what, 4 points per?
Mhm.
That's really cool. So, who do we have up first? I assume it's all the same, or are they no, they're different sculpts as well.
They are all different sculpts.
Okay, right, well, let's move this stuff out the way and have a look at them. So, you get your standard 25mm bases, 3 thereof, and then we get our first rifleman. So he's got really nice big long flowing cloak on him. Or is that a coat, cape, or what?
I don't know actually. It looks kind of like a skirt, but we won't.
Okay. Well, he's got his big rifle, you've got his torso, some form of rather nasty looking machete, and if we flip him over, we have a backpack, loaded out with a ton of gear on it.
Actually, it should have a shotgun in there.
Should
if
have a shotgun.
If I remember the backstory, that one does mostly carry a shotgun.
Right, well, maybe it's on one of the other sprues. So, we have the next one. Big single piece cloak this time. Again, I like the hats they're wearing. They're kind of funky, kind of cool. So we have main body, legs, this guy's crouching down, big sniper, and little pistol. And on the other side, you can see the details a little better. This is the top of his cape, so that'll clip in around his neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what exactly do these guys do in game before we show off the last one?
Well.
In fact, hang on, we have the book, so let's make life, let's keep it simple, stupid, shall we?
Well, he does do both. He's close combat and ranged, but he is really good at ranged.
Yeah.
One of his 0 actions gives you plus 3 to his ranged attack, and he's already got 11.
Okay, so hang on. Okay, for those of you that don't know, Malifaux is played on a 3x3 board.
Mhm.
So something at range 11, it's pretty good. Add 3 inches to that, it becomes monstrous.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
little bit.
Little bit, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
well, what's his damage rating like?
Well, with the ranged, his CB to actually start
Yeah.
off with is
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, so it's above the average.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus you get a mask with it, so that helps with his triggers.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, you'll have abilities which are called triggers. So you'll get one suit to start, and then whatever you're flipping to actually see if you hit or not, if it has the matching icon to your trigger, so Ram, Mask,
Book and Raven.
Book and Raven, there you go. Basically that'll activate your triggers. So, CB5, so quite good.
Yes, it's pretty average, really. That's pretty good.
Okay.
And his damage is 2, 3 and a 4, which is pretty good, really. So,
Well, for his base attack.
yeah, for his basic one, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is pretty good. And I've noticed with the triggers,
Yeah.
if you do a ranged attack
Yep.
with the rifle.
Yep.
And you get a ram as well as
So on
the
your
other
flip.
ones. You ignore hard to wound.
Okay, so what does hard to wound do? I know it's something that masters would have. I assume it just makes them that bit tougher.
Yes, it does. If I remember, I think when somebody does a wound to you, you -1 from that wound. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's hard to wound or hard to kill. I can't fully remember because they're like the same.
No, it's the same with everything. We play the games, but we get stuff wrong all the time. You know, so long as you've had fun playing the game, it doesn't matter. But he seems really nice. So his first trigger, that was firing squad with the rifle. His second one.
Yes, you need a ram as well and a mask. But
Which you already have.
Vicky comes with a mask.
Yeah.
You have to use the rifle as well. It says after damaging defender with a guild rifle attack, the closest model within 3 inches of the defender suffers damage 1, 2, or 3, which cannot be cheated.
Aha.
That can be bad because it says you can do it to your own models.
Yeah, it says the nearest model guys. So if you've accidentally left somebody just about to go into combat within 3 and they're closer than the other enemies, he goes, oh damn it, I've hit my own guy again. No, he owed me money.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you can't cheat it.
Yeah.
And if it's your master.
Yeah, it's a moment of going, yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
You know. What else does he have? He has his 0 action is take aim, so that's a +3. Does he have any others?
He has another 0 action, which is stand and fire. If a friendly guildsman within 6 inches of this model is targeted by a charge, this model may perform a ranged attack targeting the charging model before it moves. This action's effects ends with this model performs a ranged attack or at the start of its next activation. Yeah,
so you get 3 in the pack, and that puts the 3 of them on essentially Overwatch.
Pretty much.
That's very cool. Right, well, let's quickly take a look at this last guy, this one that I didn't show you, because I wanted to chat a little bit about the rules. So, last guy, here he is, if I don't drop him.
Upside down.
Oh, no he's not.
Is he
well,
not?
his body's upside down.
Aha.
On a sprue, nothing is upside down. But no, again, it's these nice flowing cloaks and stuff. The weird plastics are absolutely stunning at the minute. Again, weird hat, sword, rifle, and this mean looking machete. Now, that's like the kind of thing you would break out for the zombie apocalypse. Yes. I assume there are zombies in Malifaux.
Yes, well, they're not really called zombies.
Resurrectionists, yes?
Yes, they are, but they're called undead.
Yeah. Right, well, that's the guild rifleman. So, if you want to find Izamu, the armour, we were having a look at this guy downstairs, and he seems rather nasty, shall we say.
Rather?
Yes, rather
Definitely.
nasty. Definitely.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing you get in the box, which didn't come out, you get your cards. So,
do you get 3 cards?
I will tell you now. So, you've found Izamu.
I have.
So, who is this guy?
Pretty much.
You get 2.
Oh, good. Pretty much, he is a annoying,
he looks
tall,
like a spirit shogun.
Yeah, he pretty much is. He's really, really tough and annoying in games.
Right.
I've seen someone downstairs play with him.
Right.
First time playing Malifaux, he's had 3 games. He's used these.
Right.
He's won 3 games in a row.
Yeah. Whoa, hold up. I'm looking at his card. 10 points.
He's worth it.
10 points.
He's worth it. He's really worth it.
Okay. 4 points. 10 points.
4 points each, though.
Yeah, exactly. 4 points each.
Well, yeah. But
yeah.
He's really cheesy. He's really worth it.
Oh, well, okay, let's take a quick look at the sprue and then we'll run through his rules. So if you move the book slightly out of the way. Here he is. So, on the bottom we have armour plate, arrow shafts. I assume these are sticking out of his body.
They are sticking out of his body, yes.
We have twin katana, another armour plate. One of his arms strangely holding a fan.
Might have knives in it.
Possibly. I have seen some rather strange samurai and ninja weapons over the years. We have 2 banners. What, is that badass who needs 2?
Hell yeah.
So we move on. Big body, big set of legs. The face So I think, if I remember right, you can do this in 2 versions. So with face and without. So really cool options. And then you have this big, nasty sword staff weapon. I know there's a name for it. I can't remember it, so I'm going to call it a sword staff. And every nerd on the internet is going to rage at me.
Yes.
Yeah, then we also have a little bit of detail work here. I think this is the chin for the helmet. And then you have the face mask here. So, again, such nice detail on these.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really impressed with the guys at Malifaux with what they've done with this. I cannot wait to get one of these myself and start painting them.
Yeah.
No, I cannot wait. Either that or I'll let Romanless on this.
Yes.
No, he did a War Games Factory Samurai a while back as a tutorial. He made it look so nice. I think he could do a lot with this guy.
Do you have dreams about it?
No. No, fine, I work like crazy and I've had a couple of nightmares about Warren, but that comes with the territory. You know, it's kind of par for the course. Right, so, give me a stat line. What is this guy going to do for us?
Right, he is close combat. He's a range of 3.
So his close combat has a 3-inch sweep.
Yes.
Okay.
He can charge on a 6.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Right, and he comes on a 50mm base to start with, guys. So don't forget, when you're measuring it, it's 3 inches from your 50mm base. So does that not give you like an 8-inch swing around yourself from the center point of your miniature?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's really nasty.
His CB is 6, which is pretty good. I think I've only seen a few models which has got 7 or so. So 6 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And his damage is 3, 4, and 6.
3, 4. That's going to take quite a chunk out of you.
Yeah, if he comes up against a Terratot, I think they've got 3 or 4 wounds, so you can kill him.
So basically, you can look at it and just go schnick.
Yep. Same.
What about your faction, little Nephilims?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Does he like killing Nephilims?
You're making me read the backstory, aren't you?
No, I'm not making you read the backstory. I think you've already read it, and I remember you telling me just a little snippet of it, and I want to give that to everybody else, because it did sound really cool.
Well, one of the parts in the backstory says that he was holding an impaled Nephilim with 4 more Nephilims around him, and he scraped it off with his boot from his sword.
So, hang on, he stabs it and just goes, oh, there's something on my sword.
Pretty much, yeah. A little enraged me, but he's a cool model that he can do that.
I assume you like little Nephilims.
I do, they're so cute.
Aw, cute and cuddly.
They are cute and cuddly, they're so cute.
Weird, do me a favour, make a chibi Nephilim for Nat, or Cat.
Yes, well done.
Yeah, sorry. No, I know so many girls at the minute with 3-letter names, it's hard to keep track of them all. Okay, no, not like that. Not like that. Damn it, I've done it again. Anyway, what's his abilities?
Right, he has a really cheesy one.
Okay.
Which is his normal ability. And pretty much, if he does a strike against you, close combat, if he does severe damage, he heals himself.
Whoa, hang on. I have just cut you to ribbons. Give me health.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
a little cheesy. And he comes with 10 wounds.
A little cheesy, just a little.
Yep.
10 wounds to start?
Yes, 10 wounds to start. So he's pretty buff to start with.
Yeah, so he's going to be hard to knock down to start with. And once you do, he's just going, I'm going after all your tiny stuff. Give me health. Yay.
Pretty much. Annoyingly, he has this immune to influence.
Right.
Which means he ignores willpower to willpower duels.
Right.
Which some models have. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So I assume some of them just purely rely on, oh, I've beat your willpower. Oh, I beat your willpower.
Yes, there's one with Collodi, they're stitched together. One of them is Gamble Your Life.
Right.
We have to do a willpower to willpower duel, and then you do damage. Whoever loses, he just goes, no.
Yeah, that's actually one thing we missed with the Riflemen. They have a Hunter as well.
Yes.
Which allows you to see, right, basically if there's a piece of tree line, in this game you can see 3 inches into it or 3 inches out of it. Hunter doubles that. If I remember right, the Stitch Togethers have an ability where they essentially fart, put a cloud effect around them and go, you cannot see me.
Pretty much.
Whereas the Rifleman will just go, that a fact.
Yeah, yep, a little bit.
Yeah, so on with this guy. So he's a melee expert, so does that give him a +1 action?
It does. It means he gets an extra attack.
Yeah.
It's only attacks, nothing else.
Yeah,
So they start off with 2 actions.
Yeah.
Move, move, attack, pretty much.
Yeah, or move, attack, attack.
Exactly.
Yeah, so nice, simple and clean. It gives him an extra swing and an extra chance to heal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, damn it! This is going to be funny whenever I break out my Rasputina on it. It's just going to make me going, where'd all my stuff go? Why is this one guy murdering everything?
Yeah,
Sorry.
pretty much. He's got another ability.
Yep.
Where if another friendly model has...
It has what? Reliquaries.
Within,
the Reliquaries ability.
within 8 inches,
Okay.
if anybody has that within 8 inches of
Yeah.
him and he dies, his card goes on top of that person's card and they get half of his abilities and actions and everything.
Whoa, so even when he dies, it passes on to someone who has Reliquary. What, do they just pick up his sword and it's just, I'm so angry I refuse to die?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, is there not something you can also resurrect him?
There is, yes. There is a master who is cheesy as hell,
Right.
who can, when he dies, he has corpse counters, and because he's a height 3, he leaves 3 corpse counters.
Right.
The guy can come along, have his card, bring him back with 6 health already,
Right.
send him in, and then he can get more health.
I'm going to kill all the tiny stuff.
Pretty much.
This guy, okay, 10 points, it's a lot in Malifaux. I mean, like, the average game I've played is something around 27 points, 30-ish mark.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
or soul stones is the way they count it. But it's a hell of an investment, but he seems to be doing a lot for you just on his own.
Pretty much.
And I'm assuming this is all before you have weird synergies with masters.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really nasty.
Yep.
Anything else we have? Any triggers?
He does have triggers.
Right.
This weapon gains magical for the duration of the attack when he doesn't attack with his weapon.
Yeah.
So against other spirits, they normally half their health, and magical weapons can only damage them.
Right.
Normal weapons don't damage them.
Ah, right.
So luckily
So-
he gets that magical.
Yeah, so in other words,
weapon.
I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost, I'm a ghost. No, you're not. Yeah!
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you sound pretty much quite a bit. No, everybody has their little trope that they always repeat. You know, for me
Yeah.
it's, hi guys! Right, well,
I remember that one. I remember.
Yeah, every bloody videos. Anyway, next up, Eternal Warrior. What's that going to do for us?
If this model cheated its defense flip during this attack, this model's controller draws one card after duel is resolved.
So basically,
you get more cards.
I cheat for free and my hand replenishes through the turn.
Yep.
That's quite useful. And the
That
last
is.
one, which I've read, which is incredibly cheesy.
Only a little bit. A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I really shouldn't be making those hand motions.
No, look, it's a bit weird.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, give it a read.
After attacker misses with a melee attack,
Yep.
this model inflicts damage with this weapon during the combat duel, total as if it had hit the attacker.
So in other words, I've just missed you. Yes, you have. Get ready.
Exactly. And if he does a severe, he heals.
Stack and stack and stack and stack. And why will you not die, you ancient suit of armor? I want you gone. Yeah, yeah. No, this seems like an incredibly good model to actually have on the table.
He's not said the best bit. One of his other abilities.
Right.
Pretty much, you cheat fate.
Cheat fate, yep.
If the other person cheats fate as well. If you have the same trigger, same. Oh, I forgot
Suit.
Suit, that's the word.
Yep.
If you have the same suit as them, doesn't count. So their trigger doesn't go off.
So hang on, I can block other people's triggers with this guy.
Yep, if you flip your defense, have the same suit as their suit, if they trigger, you go, no, I have the same suit as you. Doesn't work.
Guys, go out right now, see if he works in your faction. Take a look. Really, that is insane.
Yeah, and he can be quite fast moving through people because he can move through height 1 and 2 models, and he's a height 3 model.
Right.
So normally you can't move through your own models,
Yeah.
but he can go, oh, you're a height 2, yeah, I'll move through you.
So
There's a
it
model
just
over
goes,
there.
coming through, gentlemen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
I would like to kill them first.
Yeah. He is quite cheesy.
Yeah, well, I like them all because, with everything in Malifaux, it's once you get, ooh, excuse me, bad crisps. But no, once you get all your synergies and stuff up and running, you know, once you figure out, say if you drop him in with one of the Resurrectionist Masters, so Seamus or Molly or one of them.
Or Kirai.
Kirai bad?
Him with Kirai.
Kirai very bad?
Yeah, and you don't do that. Well, you do if you want to cheat, but still.
Alright, well, I think that'll do us for Malifaux. I've actually really enjoyed looking at these, and I may have to make my bank account cry, guys. So I think we'll move on to the next section of this episode of What's in the Box, and hopefully we'll get Kat in again to have a little more chatting about Malifaux. So we'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay guys, you've just seen the new Malifaux stuff. We hope you like it, because now's your chance to actually win it. Justin, tell us how to do it.
Alright guys, so if you want to win Izami the Armour or the Guild Rifleman, it's really easy. You're going to find this post on Beasts of War, put any comment you like beneath it, and we're going to pick the winner at random, not this weekend, but the week after, and they'll be announced on that week's Weekender. So guys, get commenting, and if you really want some cool Malifaux, get in for your chance to win.
Good luck to all who enter.
So guys, Mike has joined me for a little Warmachine now.
Yeah, mate.
We've got the 3 new Retribution light jacks.
I know,
I'm actually really surprised by these, because they're all, well, basically the base chassis seems to be identical. We've opened them up, we've had a little look beforehand, and it seems to be the same base body. Now I'm sure there's a few differences, shoulder plates, things like that. So what we're going to do is we'll show you the base chassis, we'll have a little chat about each one, and then show you just the different weapons and stuff under the camera. So I'm going to take the Chimera.
I've got the Gorgon.
Alright, and
Griffin out of the way for there.
yeah, so get all the bits out. Mike,
Yep.
there's the card if you want to hold that for a second. Hey.
Yeah,
And now I know why they put them in the plastic baggies, because everything just went everywhere there.
Yeah.
So close the box up quickly, show you under close camera. There it is. So this is the one that's got the arc node, if I'm right.
Chimera, yep, the Arc Node.
Okay, so first bit, we have the shoulder plates. They're really nicely detailed. I mean, I know Retribution generally, it's big flowing plates, but I'm seeing some nice
lots
little bits of detail.
Lots of, well, it's detail that's big, essentially glowing on the models.
Yeah, and then we have main body. So I'm not sure what way's up, what way's down. I think that's the smokestack, so that'll be the top. So if we put it under close camera to show everybody, if I get my big fingers out the way. So we have, that's the top, that's where your head will go. So waist is here, arms here and here. Speaking of those, we have the 2 hands on a little sprue with the head. Move this out the way and just set it down. So 2 hands, head. We have leg and leg, if I'm right. Yep. Although, is it just me, or is it wearing high heels on one of them?
It's the way the legs are positioned. It's to make it as if it's walking.
Yeah, it's one thing I like about Warmachine. They have that really nice actual feel to them, as if they could be walking about, moving and doing stuff. So we'll just scout these out the way for a second. We have the waist. So simple, plain. It's a waist. What do you expect? It's going to do its job. We then have, oh no, sorry, I was wrong. I have put something in which shouldn't have been in. Oh no, I haven't. Sorry guys, it was just a little bit of flash. I've been looking at it wrong. So we have 2 forearms. These seem really, really light. You know, I know whenever we opened them, you went, what the hell are those? And it took you a little second.
Small.
Yeah, they're really small, but it does show that elvish design of being light, agile, all the rest. I mean, what's the movement on this thing?
They're speed 6.
Yeah.
So they are quicker than the average Kadorian Jack.
Yeah, I think everything is quicker than the average Kadorian Jack. So we have the 2 upper arms, so it's all nicely ball jointed. You're going to get some really nice dynamic poses on this.
Oh yeah, it's be so simple to pose it and repose them.
Yeah. Now you get your standard little light base, and I've noticed something Privateer are doing now. If we flip it over, you've got a little Privateer symbol on the back.
Cool.
Yeah, so even they're starting to brand their bases.
Oh yeah.
And lastly, we have the business end, which is the weapons. Now, I've left these in the bag because they're so tiny, but you can see them pretty well there. So you've got your 2 arc nodes and your 2 blades that go onto the forearms. Yep. So what's this thing going to do for us in game, Mike?
It's your basic arc node, really. It's defense 12, which is pretty average for a jack. It's armor 16, ain't too bad. Things to take notice are the 6 force field points.
Yep.
Which give it a little bit of survivability. They can regenerate each turn.
Yep. Yep.
So it's got a few more boxes than your average jack.
Yeah,
but on its damage grid, it's got a few less boxes. So
yeah, so once they do punch through the shield, it starts eating into those systems that bit quicker.
But then your shield can regenerate each turn.
Yeah, which means they're having to punch through it again before they're hitting your system. So it's a balancing act. Yeah, I see how it works. It's really nice. It's got 2 open fists.
Yeah, it's got 2 glaives with open fists, so it can do all your power attacks. Yeah. But also it's got its own special rules with the combo smash and grab. With the open glaives. If
it hits with both initials,
instead of making one normal, you attack with both and add them together. So combo strike attack.
Yeah, you take power 4, and add them to its strength.
Yeah, so it's power 12 plus 4 basically.
Yeah, so power 16 single strike. If you're desperate for something that's got a bit of punch, yeah, I can see it working.
It's also got apparition as well, which is at the beginning of your control phase, you can move it 2 inches.
Okay, so it gives you just a little punchy bit of movement here and there.
It's a place as well.
Ah.
And where a place is an actual move, you can place it out of combats.
So I can take this arc node that's in combat, go, okay, place.
Yep.
I'm now outside of your melee. Ping!
It's got to be completely within 2 inches of where it was. But yeah.
Yeah, so completely within 2 inches of where it was.
Yep. So it's to stop you going. My base is here. The back's 2 inches
just
away.
this 1 mil of my base is still within that too.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole base. It's got to be completely within.
Yeah, so the back edge shifts out too.
Yep.
That's not bad. Like, that'll take you out of reach, just about.
Yeah, just out of reach.
Just about.
Well, it don't matter because where it's a complete 2 inch, you will be out of reach.
Yeah.
So, which is nice.
Yeah. So anybody that uses the templates and stuff, just set your 2 inch down, slip it back.
Yeah.
Job done.
And again, you've got your arc node for a turn.
Exactly. You're jumping out of combat. You've got your arc node. So yeah,
and
really
you can
handy.
charge back in if you want to.
No, you can't charge back in because you're not outside of 3.
No, but you can charge something next to it and you get the 3 inch move, or you can charge.
Yeah, you can charge different target. Yeah.
If you charge on a diagonal line to clip the back towards the back of the model, you can get your 3 inches. You've seen me do it a few times, I believe.
Sneaky. All right, well, let's move on to the next.
Yeah, that's the Chimera.
Yeah, that's the Chimera. We'll give you a quick little gander at its card. It's really nice artwork on these. I really do like it.
I love the look of these models.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's 6 points.
Yeah, I
6
think
point
it's the
arc
most
node.
expensive out of these because it is the arc node.
Well, make 6 point arc node. Yeah, maybe. So this time we have the Gorgon. So quick look at the front of the box. Yep.
There you go.
And I will quickly nip the card in beneath there.
Yep.
So this one looks to have slightly less damage boxes, same number of shields, same open fist glaives. But this one's got a polarity cannon. So this is your ranged version.
It's got a range attack.
Yeah, instead of the arc node.
Yep.
So range 10, rate of fire 1 magical attack. It's not bad. It's magical.
Magical attack.
It's magical.
It can hurt the Imperial stuff.
I mean, if a pistol ray is coming at me, hey, hello, boom.
That's it. Stop things like that. I think the only big difference between this kit and the one you've just shown are the weapons. Yeah. Which put them.
Yeah. So that's the glaives.
Yeah, they're the glaives on this one, which are, I think they're slightly different to the ones you've just shown.
Let's have a quick look, compare the two. No, they're the exact same. So if I'm right, the only difference is this one doesn't have the arc node panels and possibly a different style of head, which will be
the same style of head?
Nope, different style of head. Alright, I will bring both in. So here's the Gorgon, and there's the Chimera. So you see the... Oh, sorry, you don't see because my hands are in the way. Right, so there's the Gorgon, and there's the Griffin. So the head spike is different. So it does let you see, okay, this is one, this is the other. You know, again, 2 open fists is always useful. Yep,
and that's the only major difference of this one, just the head.
Yeah, just the head. Everything else is the same. Shoulder plates, body, waist, legs, arms.
Base.
Yep. So let's have a quick read at the back of this, because I know this one has a field dependent ability, which means once its force field is down, it starts to get minuses, debuffs.
Once its force field is down, it can't use its cannon.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's got force lock on the cannon. So, whenever enemy model in this model's melee range cannot advance except to change facing. So basically, once you're in melee with this, you are locked down. You are not moving. You know, basically.
It can't be moved except to change facing. That don't stop you being placed.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't stop you being placed, but it stops you trying to punch your way on round past it.
Punch your way around it. Literally try to move out of melee with it. You're stuck with it.
Yeah, and if you try and run past this thing, and you hit its melee, sorry, you have to stop at my melee.
Yep. And what's its defense?
Its defense is 12, 16. So it's the same again. You know, same sort of stat line. I think the only difference is, nope, they have the exact same stat line, guys.
Should be identical.
It is identical. But field dependent, so your force lock ability is lost, and so is your polarity cannon that I'm reading here. It's got a kinetic grip on the polarity cannon, so when a model is hit by this attack, it cannot charge this model for one round.
No.
So it's quite useful.
It stops you charging it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if say there's a Cadoran Heavy.
Yeah.
It's big, armor 20. I don't want that thing near me. I know I can't damage you, but I just have to hit you on that defense 10.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try that.
What I'd also look at is, because it's defense of 12, if there's a heavy jag, it's only mat 5, if you can cripple the arm systems, the thing can't actually leave it, it's got this combat range, and it can't actually hit because there's a mat 7 difference. Yeah. So as long as it's only one arm, it can't hit you and it can't get away from you. Ah. So your little 6-pointer, 5-pointer there.
This is a 5-pointer, field allows you.
It's going to be tying up a 10-point heavy.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to get those arm systems out the way.
That's what you use the bigger jacks for.
Yeah, or you use your combo strike for if it's getting pretty close to it.
Oh, it's got combo strike as well, though.
It's got combo strike as well, so it's got the
another power 16 hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're minusing 4, but
boost it.
Yeah.
You know, you can do it, guys. Yeah. So this thing can hand it out. So that's the next.
This one?
Yep. So you've packed that away.
Yeah, I've already packed that away.
Very clever, Mike. So
it's a Griffin.
Yeah,
this is the one that's got a lot of different pieces.
Yeah, this one, different shoulders, different head, different weapons, I think.
Yeah, I think the shoulders might be the same.
No, the shoulders are slightly different, if I'm right.
Let's find out when we open it.
Yep, so we can compare the two because we have them all. And no, you're right, the shoulders are identical. I'll quickly show you guys because there's one set, there's the other. If I get my fingers out the way. So again, it's a lot of common parts on these. I'm actually really surprised this isn't just a single kit that makes 3.
I'm really surprised it isn't, but...
You know, with so many similar components.
Yeah.
But, hey, who knows? I'm sure Privateer, your development team has had their reasons. So that's the card. If I get that to
almost identical to the other two.
Yeah.
The few damage boxes.
Yeah, it's got the same damage boxes as the last one. Same number of shield. Same stat line, although this one has a shield which is giving it +2 armor.
This one also has Pathfinder.
Ah.
Which is different to the other two.
Yeah, and then it's got a halberd PS13
with reach. Yep.
Reach is never a bad thing.
Reach is always good.
Yeah, it's always useful. So, let's have a quick look at the back of it. So it's got field dependent on its fleet. At the start of this model's activation, it can spend 1 focus point once, and remember once, to gain +2 movement for the round. So if you're wanting to reposition yourself that little bit more, and you have the spare focus, yeah, go for it. But once you lose your field dependent, so your generator goes down, you lose that. It's also got powerful charge on the halberd.
So that's an additional +2 to hit.
Yep, +2 to attack rolls. Nope, just attack rolls, unfortunately.
But it's mat 6.
Yeah.
So it should be hitting most things.
Yep.
So the main differences are the head again.
Yeah, the head, and there's a little fist in there to go behind the shield.
Because it's only got the one fist, obviously, it's not worth putting the whole sprue in.
Yeah, there's no point having the sprue.
Here is the halberd.
Yeah, the halberd really is a nice design. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know some people say heresy, kit bash, and cross faction. But I would quite happily put that onto an IK character for a little role playing.
Oh, yeah,
just say,
definitely.
my man of war lost his and stole it off off one of these guys, and then we have the shield.
There is the shield.
Yeah, this is that classic leaf design shield for the elves. I really like them.
Really nice.
Yeah, let's have a look at the back of it.
The back is pretty plain. You can see where the hand goes out.
Yeah, but there's enough detail on there that once the arm blocks that big blank spot, you still have the nice points top and bottom.
Once it's open, You can see it.
Yeah.
I like the shield.
Yeah, and the shield itself you can attack with for a PS9.
PS9.
You know, so if everything else is done, you can just go, okay, shield to the face.
And this one's a point cost of only 4.
Yeah, so it is the cheapest.
So you got a 4, a 5, and we've got 6.
Yeah.
They're all different.
Yeah, you see, it's the thing I find sometimes. I'll have a few points left over list building going, you know, if I'm building a Kador list, I'm pretty much knackered whenever it comes to getting something cheap, a cheap bit of metal on the table, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, I say metal, they're made from plastic resin, but you know what I mean, a cheap jack, you know, like the cheapest I get is like 7, you know, which is a real pain.
It's a heavy load, so you've got to expect that.
Yeah, yeah, I know, you have to expect
but it's when you look at things like Retribution, you're looking at these 3.
Yeah.
Which one would you take?
For me, I think I would take the Gorgon, quite simply for that lockdown.
Because of my style of play, I'll have to take the Griffin because of Pathfinder.
That's fair enough.
I'm breaking off of the rules. I might as well keep it to the theme.
It's a fair point. You know, I mean, like, you see, that's what I like about them. Each one is doing a completely different job for you on the battlefield. So I would say Spellcaster, Warcaster. You grab that Chimera, you've got your Arc Node on the table, which is basically increasing your spell range by whatever your control range is.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you a lot of flexibility on firing stuff out, buffing units, and it means your caster can stay so much further away.
And the thing is, most of the Retribution casters are a bit of melee as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one in particular what will do spells more than melee, because they're all adepts at melee.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's the thing you see with all their casters. They have the nice big blades. I mean, like, the guy that's in the fluff for the first one, he has the 2 pistols with the gigantic blades behind them. I remember we were sitting chatting about it, and I said, how the hell would you use those in combat? You turn back to me and go, you just flip them round.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like an idiot, as always. But that's the Retribution Lightjacks, guys. I think these are really nice kits. I think Proud Deer have done another brilliant job of it.
It's just a shame you want all in one box. But
I'm sure the design team had their reasons for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, like, who wants a pile of spare bits lying about? I mean, like, you can argue the point that if you're buying that multi-part kit, you're going to have a pile of spare bits lying about if you can't magnetise.
You can't magnetise these anyway, the joints are too small.
Well, there you go, guys. We'll move on to the next section of the unboxing. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really loved looking at these, Mike.
I love looking at Retribution stuff. I think it looks amazing.
All right, well, see you in the next part, guys. So guys, James has now joined me in the studio to have a look at a little Infinity. James, we've got the Bao, or is it Bao?
I'm calling it the Bao.
Bao?
Bao. Bao. What?
Let's not do that joke.
But they really do. Okay.
Yeah, I know. But no, such pretty minis from Infinity, guys. We've also got Penthesilea, I think it is. Or Penthesilea. It's one of the
We're not sure on the
if we've got it wrong, we apologise, guys. But this is the pretty one that we had the exclusive of.
The Amazon Warrior S. Just call it that.
Okay, the Warrior S, we'll call her. But no, just look at that artwork. Angel Heraldez has done it again. This thing is absolutely stunning, and the sculptors have done a great job of it. Now, this being a blister, we get the joy of properly opening it up.
Proper struggling there.
No, I'm strong. I have a bit of war muscle.
I don't want to know.
So, quite simply, she actually comes in reasonably few parts. So, you've got your 50mm base for the bike and all to go on. The bike itself has got that real Akira feel that I love with these. I absolutely love that style of bike.
It's very nice, yeah.
Yeah, there's the ones for the Yujing are the Arigatos, and they're just so nice.
I kind of prefer that one though. But it's kind of got the more... Oh, they're both sleek.
Yeah, they're both sleek, but this one just feels more like a high-performance racing bike that you would see in a professional circuit.
It does, but it also fits in very well with the Aleph anyway. It's practical over everything else.
It's purely functional. It is a bike, but let's not be stupid. Anyway, here's her main body. So you're going to have to put arms, head, and a leg on. So turn her over. You can get a look at the beautiful sculpt. Nice arse.
Typical.
What? I'm a guy. We do that. We do that, right?
Not to models. Well, some people.
Our hobby does include a few strange people. Hi, Mike. Well, it's not about I can get away with taking a pot. So we have her arm,
which you're struggling with.
So no, it's just so fine and so delicate. Holding one of the handlebars, tiny little bit of flash on that you'll have to take off. You have her free arm with that really nice ALEF dagger.
It's a monofilament close combat weapon, which is really useful.
Yep. We then have her head. Again, really nice flowing sculpt on the hair, and the face itself is just beautifully done. It's that Romanesque angular face. We then have her other leg. Oh, sorry, tiny little bit of flash jabbed into my finger. And lastly, this is the other handlebar. See, some of these things are really just so fine, it's hard to tell.
That handlebar is absolutely tiny.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
where does the handlebar attach?
You see just the two little nodes here?
Ah, yes.
So you just have a little node that it'll glue into. I think that's absolutely everything of hers. Yeah, because you've got the little slot that goes forward. So when she's actually turning it, it's as if it's an electronic steering system that's in it, so that she slides the sticks forward and back across two readers instead of it actually turning the wheel by.
Yeah, so she's just doing this.
Yeah.
Rather than.
Yeah, literally turning it. It's really cool. So what's she loaded out with? Come on, you've got the page open there.
Well, she loaded out with quite a few bits and pieces. We'll start off with her weapons. Yeah. She's got the basic combi rifle, which is useful. Common standard for pretty much everyone, but for good reason.
Useful. It's a good, well-balanced weapon.
It's an amazing weapon. The Contender, which I have to admit I hadn't come across until now because I've not used them personally.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there are some items that just haven't came up until they've had the mini out for them.
No, indeed. And the other one is the Nanopulsar, which I do have experience with, but not from the good side, from the receiving end.
Oh, you've been on the receiving end of the Nanopulsar.
They're not very lovely.
Okay, that sounded dirty, apologies. But no, what does a Nanopulsar do?
Nanopulsar is the small flame template for Infinity, and ignores armour.
Ignores armour.
So, I mean, which doesn't sound amazing when the vast majority only have one armour. But when you're going up against high armoured infantry, especially
if you're going against all the heavy troopers.
The Russians that the Ariadne have, where they wear thick heavy plates and have 5 armour, that's quite a reduction on their save.
Yeah, well, whenever you're trying to do the roll-up and it's just like, oh, by the way, +5. You know, it saves your ass so many times. Like, the number of times my poor little, Kaisatsu have just been mullered because, oh, no armour, oh, no armour, oh, no armour. Damn it!
Yeah, Nanopulsar's not very nice.
Yeah,
not very nice.
Penthesilea looks absolutely beautiful. She's loaded up with some good stuff. What's her pointage?
She's 46 points.
That's actually not...
Well, it sounds a lot, but we haven't discussed why she's 46 points. I mean, okay, the Nanopulsar is really amazing, but I mean, the reason she's 46 points is she's very fast. She's on a motorbike.
Yeah.
She's gonna be whizzing around very fast.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing speed there.
Yeah. Well, we have the stats for her mounted and dismounted, if I'm right.
Yeah, you've got both.
Pass it here. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at that. So here she is on the bike. She's 8'6", so yeah, really
quick for the
for the game. Does this mean she's got an impetuous order? The red little symbol.
No, that's the impetuous.
Ah, sorry. I'm not sure.
That's a regular, and that's. I might be impetuous. I haven't got used to the new symbols for the third book. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
because they changed from the first two.
I'll quickly fire this under close camera, guys.
Although I do prefer the new layout.
Yeah, the new layout is absolutely great. So. There she is. Whoop. Sorry, there she is. So it's the little red symbol.
Where they can now see the spelling and tell us how they think that's pronounced.
Light. But no, she's such a cool little model. What else is she loaded out with here?
She's got the optical disruptor, which is negative modifiers to be shot at, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially since she's so fast as well.
No wound incapacitation.
Yes, which means she doesn't pass out, fall unconscious.
Yeah, when she takes that wound.
Which, admittedly, she's going to do. She doesn't have high armour, and she doesn't have a lot. She's only got 1 wound. Yeah. So if she does get shot at, she's going to fall off her bike.
Yeah.
And crash. 1 wheel roll off of that and the wreckage.
Yeah. Her BS is 13. Her CC is 18.
CC is really good.
There's only a couple of guys who have close combat stats up that high. You know, I mean, like, my Domaru, my ninjas, you've got Ajax the Great, who's also in this book. This is the Paradiso book you'll find her in, page I don't know. Sorry.
It's not page numbered. Useful.
Yeah, sorry, but no. Well, you know, it's easy to find. You just go to your section and find it.
Yeah, it's in the A left section, nice and clear.
Yeah, but no, she's absolutely fantastic. iCoil level 2. iCoil level 2.
I think it's iCoil. You've seen it in the adverts of the little scenery advert pieces, which is a genius piece of advertising, I find, which I believe is from MicroArts Studios.
MicroArts did those, because we built our Infinity board for the last Infinity Week off that.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, 8 hours in a small room spraying that stuff up. I came out of the room, I was dusted in sort of pink dust, because I was spraying it red and white.
Right.
Yeah, so my clothes were sort of white, red, pink, all over the place. It was a lot of fun doing that. No, it's one of the things I love about this job, whenever it's just, Justin, today your work is spray all that. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, let's...
It's a good way of getting paid for it.
Yeah, let's move her out the way.
Yep.
If you want to straighten up the cloth there, man.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you're swinging about there and shifting my nice flat
I make a mess.
Blasted amateurs.
The tiny pieces that I don't want to lose. Bit of flashing's falling off. Don't need that.
Yeah. Right, well, here,
wow,
put
that
all
handlebar's hard to pick up.
Yeah, actually, well, I was going to say put it all into that while I get the buyout.
Oh, okay.
Or the bayo. Again, not sure on the pronunciation, but as long as we get it near enough.
We like a nice sing-song.
Yeah, so... The box is being difficult, as is wont to happen. Let's see. So...
don't forget the box.
Yes, the box itself.
A lot of people, I have noticed with a lot of your videos, unboxings, with the Infinity ones, they always forget the box, but the box is actually very useful, because on the tabs of the boxes...
Yeah, you have little tokens, so wound markers, things like that. You also get a quick rundown on what the guys have, which is also very useful. But if you want to hold that out the way for a second.
Just so you know, that's got 2 wound markers, and it's also got 2 prone markers as well on the opposite side.
Yeah, it's the one thing I like about Infinity. They're clever enough to actually just say, you know what, you're going to need these. You're buying our stuff. Have these for free. They're on the box. Cut them off. Play away. Have fun.
Yeah, and what I've done is I cut them out and I glued them onto spare bases because they fit almost perfectly.
Yeah. Well, we have a baggie of tiny little bits, and we have 4 guys. So
that's a lot of spare weapons.
Yeah, but I'm guessing you can load these guys out any way you want. So you've got your 4 bases. Out the way. First body. I think the sculpts seem to be quite similar, but so many details on the armour.
So the first thing I notice is you didn't comment on their bums.
Let's not go into that. So there we have our 4 main bodies. I think you've got a couple of different sculpts there. Yeah, because you've got 2 guys going this way, 2 guys going this way.
2 different sculpts there.
Yeah. But again, the armour detail is great in and around them. So we'll put 1 forward, 1 back for each.
And they've got all of their sidearms equipment on them as well, which some of the earlier models didn't have. So that's a nice addition to see.
Yeah, well, I mean, the sculptors are just going from strength to strength in Infinity. I mean, like, recently there we had a little exclusive for one of their new combined army guys. He was so pretty. It was this little sniper dude just hiding down behind a wall.
Yes, I've seen him. He is lovely. I do like actually all of the new sniper positions. My favourite one is actually for the Nomads, the Bakunin. Is it Bakunin sniper? One of the moderator sniper. That's the one. The sniper moderator is such a lovely model. Unfortunately, he has no use in my army.
But I am tempted, actually. There are times whenever you want to pick one up and just go, I just want to have it sitting on my shelf.
Yeah, I do want the model, so I may pick it up, and I may use him as my special forces. Because you, with the Nomads, you can use the moderators as your base for your special forces agent.
Clever. Very clever. Right, well.
And buy him a sniper rifle later.
Yeah, so let's just remove a couple of little bits of flash. See, there's one thing a lot of people don't know about Infinity, and it's that their metal is actually slightly softer than everybody else's, so that it takes the detail better. It's how they get so much detail onto the minis. So we'll grab our bodies, quickly shift them out the way.
That doesn't sound kinky.
Everybody is like this down here. It's insane. A good laugh, but insane. Yeah. So our first one is...
It's because we're in Essex.
Really?
We're perpetuating the Essex stereotype.
Okay. First up, I think we have combi rifle. Is that, or is that the?
Let's turn it over.
So you think that one?
That, I think, is the Contemptor.
That's the Competitor?
Yes.
Yeah, Competitor, not Contemptor.
Contender.
Contender.
We're both pronouncing it completely wrong.
Both getting it completely wrong, guys.
We're both getting that completely wrong.
Yeah, so then we also get a combi rifle. Such nice detail on these.
Yep, that's
boarding
the combi
shotgun.
Rifle. Boarding shotgun, yep. And then the
multi-sniper rifle. I really love the design of the sniper rifles in this game. You know, I have one of the little ninjas, and he's just down low.
Which strikes me as weird. I've always found that weird. Nothing wrong with it, but why does a ninja have a sniper rifle?
I'm sorry, you're going to argue this point with a ninja.
No, I would never argue the point with a ninja.
Okay. So
just
we have
my image of ninjas. Yeah. Swords out, running.
They do that as well. So we have all the little
cloth again.
Extra arms. So one pointing, other ones to go onto the guns, nice and handy. Now, would you like some head?
Okay, that one was on purpose.
Yes, I went there. I have to do them on purpose at least once in a while. So your heads are all just on little metal sprues. So nice and handy. You're not going to lose these because they are really delicate, guys.
Yeah, and despite them being small, so you'd think they're quite fiddly put together, the way they're actually designed to slot straight in, you can just push them straight in and then tweak them a little to put them into place. There's not really fiddly at all. Yeah, and then which is quite nice.
Everybody gets a little tabard. You know, just if they weren't dynamic enough already, they get a little bit of extra. You know, so for everybody that loves doing a little bit of cloth painting out there, you get that. So, James, I'm going to pass this to you. Find me the Bayo Troopers.
Bayo.
Again, I apologise if we're mispronouncing it.
I'm still pronouncing it Bayo. The Judicial Watch Unit. Yep. They're actually very, very good in the game. Right. Especially if you run a sectorial list.
Right.
I unfortunately don't know Yu Jing very well. My other half is the Yu Jing player in my group.
Yeah, that's Kat, who you'll have seen in Malifaux.
And so she'd probably know this better than me.
Right. Well, I mean, like, you've got your Imperial Service sectorial there and your standard from what I can see of the symbols. So in the standard, you can get 2. In the Imperial Service sectorial, you'll get 4, which is really good. Now, what are you looking for now?
Very good. Oh, I'm just checking that it is the Imperial Service.
It is the Imperial Service.
It is the Imperial Service. Now I know. Now I know. Oh, you play Yu Jing.
Yeah.
Okay,
why
there
do
we
you
go.
think I'm sitting here and playing
Well,
Yu Jing?
I'll pass you the book then.
All right.
You should know these.
Okay. Right. Well, the first thing that jumps out at me, multispectral visor, level 2.
Yeah, which is quite annoying for quite a lot of people to come up against. Ariadna, they've got a fair few.
Yeah.
If they run them correctly, they've got quite a few camouflaging units.
Yeah.
Basically, for those who don't know, the multispectral visor level 2 is useful for hunting down enemy camouflage troopers.
Yeah, so all the guys with mimetism, TO, you're going after them.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. They've also got courage.
You do, however, still need to discover the camouflage person, unless you have level 3.
Ah, I see. So we've got 3 types of guy. One's armed with a combi light shotgun. Other one's boarding shotgun.
That would be a combi rifle.
Ah, combi rifle,
light shotgun built in, which is a nice.
It's a nice touch,
way of building a weapon.
We're in this sci-fi future, you know.
Rather than clip on underneath.
Yeah, you know, it's just okay. Flick switch. Boom. Up next we have boarding shotgun contender, and the last guy has a multi-sniper. They're surprisingly cheap, 29, 29 and 36 respectively.
They are, because you've missed one piece of equipment off them as well.
Because it's in a slightly different place, guys. The X-Visor, which is on the first 2, but not the multi-sniper rifle. So what's the X-Visor do?
Well, the X-Visor reduces the range of your weapons. Yep. So, which, the way I phrased it, sounds bad. But at longer ranges, you normally suffer a modifier to hit, a very negative modifier.
So for everybody watching this that doesn't play Infinity, there's a sliding scale on your range. So you'll have that sweet spot where your weapon is absolutely amazing, you're happy.
Which seems to be, for the most part of the game, about 16 inches. Seems to be the nice sweet spot to get into. Yeah. Which is a nice range, because some games systems are really far away, and then others are like 12 inches and really close. Yeah. 16's a nice short range firefight, I find.
Yeah, and it means that, fine, your close combat guys have a fight to get into close combat, but it's not impossible at the same time. So it doesn't feel as if, oh crap, I'm having to get so close to you, you're going to be into me next turn anyway. You know, the other one is, well, what we were saying about the X-Visor. This means you get the next bracket out.
Yeah, so as soon as it starts hitting negatives, it's not as bad as it is without the X-Visor. Yeah. So, for example, with the combi rifle, for example, over 16 to 24 inches is -3. With the X-Visor, it's just a no straight negative, roll. Yeah, straight roll.
Nice. And so if you go to that -6 at the really long range, you're only on the -3.
Yeah.
So it basically turns your combi rifle into something that can fire at great range.
24.
Well, whenever you consider
max
the
range.
size,
which is always nice.
Yeah, whenever you consider the size of some of the gaming tables. I mean, like a lot of people out there are used to playing on big 8x4 tables, 8x6. You know, whenever you're dragging it down to this smaller, lighter skirmish system, you have to remember those ranges, even though they might not sound as impressive, they actually are.
Yeah, that's true.
The number of times I've looked at something in a smaller game and just went, wow, that feels kind of short, and then actually played the game and went, hang on a minute, this is a wonderful thing. You know.
Yeah, I mean, the combi rifle is the base weapon for everyone, and it's, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game anyway.
It's a workhorse. I mean, like, it's got that burst 3 on your active turn, which is really, really nice. Like, fine, these guys, BS-12, it's sort of that mid-range where you're quite happy to be. I mean, you're not up there being ridiculous saying, I'm BS-20 or whatever, and just going, okay, if anything's good here, off we go.
Yeah.
You know, it's your line tripper, your average guy. You know, he's had his training, he knows how a rifle works.
And with 29 points, combine it with the X-Visor and the multispectral visor to get rid of camo, you just can't go wrong.
And they have courage.
And they do have courage. This makes them excellent defense troops against enemy infiltrators and skirmishers and camo troops.
Yeah.
They're fantastic to hunt them down.
Yeah, so they're a line holder instead of a line breaker? Or do you think you could use them to go up a flank on their own, maybe?
I think that depends who you're playing against. The factions. I think they're kind of vaguely feel designed to be defensive, but not like a stable defense, but more like a hunting defense. Like, you know that guy's going to come in and take out your heavily armoured tag.
Yeah.
So you go, but these guys are quite good at taking him out.
Yeah.
So they're going to go looking for him.
Yeah.
So you're aggressively defensive. Well, I mean, like, you the best defence is always offence.
Yeah.
As they
so
say.
Basically, these guys are a little strike team that you'll run off on their own, you know, to go hunting somebody.
Yes, but I would pick your targets very carefully. The reason being, due to their low armour and 1 wound, low fizz, so they're not going to dodge very well. Yeah. They're likely to get killed off if they come across against anything they don't have the weapons for.
Keep them in good cover.
It's a game of infinity. Keep everyone in cover. Yeah. Even your big, heavily armoured tank. If you can get him into cover, get him into cover.
No. I did play one game against Roman with a tag. I picked up the Yujing one whenever it was just the one, not the Oyori, the one before that, the Gulang, I think it is. I had that, and he had every last one of his basic line guys shooting at it and just chipping away. Yeah, he had somebody doing it. He killed it in 1 turn.
Yeah, it would do it.
So it's another thing. There's nothing so powerful that it can't be killed by a simple combi rifle.
Yeah, I mean, it's the couple of things in Infinity that's just lovely. The weakest guy can kill the strongest guy. Not likely to, but can.
Yeah.
And if you're out of cover, you're probably dead.
Yeah, if you've been foolish enough to not get your ass into cover, bye-bye. And I think on that note, we've seen the bow, we've seen Penthesilea.
Just love the way you pronounce that.
I know. It's
combined with your accent.
I know. It's the Irish accent over here is kind of weird. But anyway, we've seen some absolutely beautiful minis. I think it's time to move on. I know you're wanting to get a couple of games of something on. And we'll see you again later, guys.
Bye.
So guys, that's the end of this episode. Lloyd, who stood out for you?
It's got to be a Zamu. Anything sort of samurai-y and Japanesey kind of just jumps out at me.
You're so predictable. He's a really, really nice mini. Yep. Don't forget, guys, we are giving Zamu and the Guild Rifleman away this week.
No, he's mine. He's mine.
No, he's being given away, Lloyd. We're giving away the toys. No, but if you want to win, don't forget, you can find this post on beastsofwar.com and you post the comment below. Doesn't even have to be about the Malifaux section of this video. So, the other one is... what have I picked this week? What's my favourite knowing me?
Let me see now. We had Infinity in the show. That's quite a big hint.
Of course.
It's got to be... this is me going out on a limb. No, it's not really out on a limb. I know what you're going to pick. You're going to pick the Infinity chick, aren't you?
I'm sorry, I like sexy anime chicks, and Penthesilea fits the bill perfectly. The last one that was a surprise this week was the Warmachine.
Yes.
I'm really surprised that was 3 separate boxes and not a single kit.
Yeah, when I seen the pictures coming out, I thought, here we go, the multi-part kit.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised when it came out in little blister boxes.
Three separate boxes. I mean, like, the body and all, the base chassis for that Warjack is the exact same. The only thing you're changing is the weapon loadouts. I mean, like, it was such a surprise. What do you guys think?
Yeah, tell us below.
Yeah, seriously, drop us a comment below, because I mean, like, I'm going to be trying to drop in on this one to actually see what people are saying.
Yeah, which is your favourite? I'll tell you what my favourite was. Justin, what do you think my favourite was?
For you, the Griffin. I know you like your halberd.
How did you know I was going to pick the Griffin?
You like halberd and shield.
Yes.
Anytime I've seen you online looking at stuff, it's just, oh, look at that shield, look at that halberd, it's so cool.
Well, I kind of like the, you know...
Yeah, you like blocky, stabby.
Yeah, blocky, stabby.
Yeah, anyway, guys, we're going to head on here. It's been a good show this week, and we'll catch you again later.